Assalamu alaikum. I am Abdullah Alafidi from Software Engineering Department, ID 201-35520. So here is my presentation. Actually, I summarize a research paper. So now I present to you all about that. So here is my summary research paper title: Local File Disclosure Vulnerability, a case study of public sector web application. Here is the research year 2017, and the author is Mr. Imran Ahmed, MD Maruf Hossain, and Tohid Bhuiyan. And here is the DUI number. So first of all, from the introductory part, I found the research gap. If there's a more comfortable or more accurate in our research if we include that. So first of all, we need to explore more coding flaws in web application. Here we actually research on local file disclosure, but we also need local file inclusion vulnerability, dynamic prevention of local file. Actually, we using the static, and here we use manual black box testing. But if we use automated tool, that's more effective or efficient and time and cost saving for us. And here is should exploring more technique about cross-site scripting, vulnerability, and sanitizing the data and input variable. There's our research gap, I think. Then there is the problem statement. So first of all, there are many web applications in our public sector or national sector that does not fulfill the requirement about our security, and the developer designed and implemented that it's not secure because that's not well designed. And by using some built-in function, the unauthorized person can easily handle or accessing in our local file. Just the problem in actually we research. Then there is our research objective. We found out and tested our LFD vulnerability or local file disclosure vulnerability with 4 explosion technique: general LFD, hex encoding, long directory traversal, and HTTP post request on our public sector. And also when we also show some prevention how to solve this problem. Is our research contribution that differs from others on our research paper. There is actually we explain and detailedly explain actually what's happened, how what is the root cause of LFD vulnerability. Like if we use the built-in function of PHP that may not well designed or not well implemented, that may cause the harmful, and attacker may easily access in our local file. And if we we also use 4 major explosion technique that made our research paper is more accurate. And we also shown that the file name is in encoded format. File name can be modified as URL or not. There's our risk contribution that differs from others. And then we show the methodology. Here is a summary of methodology. First of all, cause of LFD vulnerability. Then we show our explosion technique. Here we shown our 4 major explosion technique: general LFD, 64-bit or hex encoding, long directory traversal explosion, and HTTP post request based explosion. And we also tested actually what's happened if we don't well implemented and designed our website. Check whether encoded the file name can be converted in the plain text or not using tools. If the major factor, then file name can be modified from the URL or not. Then desired file, actually which file we want, actually which file attacker wants is discovered through directory traversal or not. Database connectivity also checked whether, and then also cookies can be retrieved or not in case of file name is not visible or visible in URL. Then we show a block diagram. So how attacker uh, access in our local file, that's show in this diagram. So from the client side or user or the user requested side, the request is sent to the web server via or through public network, and by this the modification of file name or local file name the attacker perform, and they retrieve from the database the data and their um, their desired file, and how they get their desired file actually. The block diagram is simple and the operation is likely simple. We explain more in next slide. Then we show the parameter for our result. How actually uh, how our research is good or bad, the precision or the accuracy is better or not, how the performance and cost and time consume or not. Actually, if we show the if we see that for a more precision, we use a good number of public sector around maybe 152, and for the better accuracy, we using the universal calculator and also using a manual black box testing. Later, we use a automated tool. And for better performance, we actually analyze that our data set and LFT explosion type. I explained before from previous slide, two more previous slide, and the institution type and the access label and the host label and the label of access in the host system. And also we use Hey SQL or for connectivity the host database. There's consume the cost and time also. Then thus we summarize our result analysis that differ from other research paper or others research. The main reason from the different in our research paper or unique things is we analyze the four basic exposure technique or also primary studies on our host system generate better model, and we also shown that how which institution type is more vulnerable, and the major LFD exposure technique and HEDI SQL manage in the host database system when we browsing the data. And at last, we show our significance of our paper. Actually, what is the purpose? Actually, our research purpose or this observation reveals that the presence of LMD vulnerability of those systems, and also this paper analyzes the root cause of LMD vulnerability by proving that four explosion technique, and also we use top class mechanism like universal calculator explosion technique, HDSQL, etc., etc. And also we prove that how unsecure our design and implementation in our public sector. Uh, Hopefully that may think in our next generation how should how the web application is well designed or well coding format. And then the limitation of our research actually it should be use automated tool. We mainly we use black box testing, manual black box, and also explore not only PHP built-in function. Can also use JavaScript or more manual coding, and not only built-in function. Depend on that. Sometimes it's the main causes of the vulnerability, and somehow we unable to access such information due to port forwarding problem. That's why our research paper not 100% correct, but it around 90% was correct, inshallah, and better and should give better accuracy. That's how we summarize the research paper and part of them. in different categories: introductory, result, methodology, and limitation and significance on future work of our research. That's all for today. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.